Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, back here. Chindaltine the Alley like. Welcome back to Spyro the Dragon. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, in the last part, I finished one level, 100% completed it, and got a skill point. And then I did one of these fucking levels. And now I'm just gonna go off and do one of the other few actually good levels of the game. And actually do the actual platforming that the game's needed. Instead of those time fucking trial shit things that they make you do. I'm a little bit better now. I took a breather, but as you can tell, I'm still a little bit steamed. Even though I shouldn't be. I should have gotten it all in my system, but I haven't. But whatever. I'm gonna go to Dark Hollows. Whatever. Let's just get going. Because me and this game. That's what. Look, I'm not saying the first game was bad or anything, or that the first game didn't have its issues. It's just that those Speedway levels are the biggest flaws, I guess, I have with Spyro 1. They aren't that good. Some of them, at least. And the first one especially, because fuck you. Seriously, there's a specific pattern you have to go through in order to do some of them. I don't know the pattern for that one, because it's like a jumbled mess for me. The other ones, at least in like later games, especially in Spyro 2, especially, I think it's Spyro, in the other levels in Spyro, even 1, I think. There are different ways to do these levels, but there's one particular path you have to take that's actually pretty optimal. Yeah, Spyro 1 doesn't have that, at least for certain ones. And I don't like these levels, I don't like those levels, like, in general. If there's supposed to be time travel like levels where you're supposed to get the best time, just let me do it the first time over, like, oh, you have to get all these things and do it as quick as you want. And as soon as you're done and you finish it, you're like, oh, you did it all without crashing, and you made this time. Cool, here's the gems for you. Now, how about you go ahead and try to do it again in a less amount of time? How about that? And maybe we just don't give you anything and it's just for reward's sake. And you're like, okay, I'll do that. All for nothing. So, you know, there's that for some people. And some people will say, well, why would anyone do that? Well, that's the question I ask, because as soon as you finish if you finish a speedway and you get the gems, there's nothing for you to do other than just doing it again in a faster time. That's literally all it does. That's all it's supposed to do for you. Like, you can go back and play those levels and do them for a quicker time, but that makes no sense, because you only do it the first time for the gems. It's like, why even bother going back to do it at all? Well, some people will say, oh, it's to do, the whole time travel thing as content. Well, then why don't you do that first? Like, just allow people to get through the level in one go without crashing and just let them do whatever and collect all the things, instead of just making them do this stupid thing where it's like, oh, you have a certain amount of time before you finish and all that stuff. That's stupid. Just let them finish the level. Jesus. Also, yeah, that guy. Remember when I said in the last episode, if enemies holding metal-like weapons and objects are holding it, you can't flame them? Well, I wasn't lying before. I just didn't think they were that dumb of a thing not to do this. To let their shields down as you're flaming them. I thought the AI I thought these enemies were a little bit smarter than that, but I guess not. But also, like I said before, this was what I was talking about beforehand with these guys. If you kill them, or the big guys, if you can't knock an enemy down with your head charge, you might as well just flame them, because they're just going to do that. And certain enemies with metal objects are just going to be able to block you / not be able to be destroyed by you, so there's that issue too, so keep that in mind. But yeah, most enemies have a specific pattern that can be read, so, it's not terrible that these guys exist. It's just that you have to play a little bit smart against them. Though how smart, I'm not sure, and it varies between each of these things. Whatever they're called. I forget what they are.
You. I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
I kinda guessed that. Seriously, there's 3 of them that I had to get through to get to you. How exactly do you not expect me to learn this? Whatever. Anyway, by the way, fireproof metal armor. I'm not saying that can't exist in fantasy, or maybe something like that could exist. Somewhat, I guess. But metal, whenever it's superheated to the point where it glows, yeah, you don't want to be holding on to it. Like, seriously, has anyone ever done that? Like, where a superheated metal, when it glows at that point, you ever try to grab it? Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that. But if anyone knows what that's like, yeah, that's really burns. So it's like, why would you do that in general? It's like, why would you have that as a weapon? Having metal armor in any fictional, like, fantasy sort of setting to where, you know, the person has the ability to breathe fire or control fire, yeah, you might as well strip down and wear your undies against anything. Like, against them. It's better than wearing metal armor, because you're not only going to be cooked from the inside, you might get burned. You might get extremely burned on your skin and everywhere else. So you might as well just use, you know, anything else. Thanks for showing me your backside, idiot. So yeah, the way to defeat these guys is simple. Flame them from behind, because that's literally all they're weak from. You'd think these guys are so goddamn easy to kill. It's like not even that funny. Actually, it is funny. It's just weird. It's like as soon as they come, like they show, like these are the only time I see these enemies ever in this level, and it's like you'd think they'd be so difficult to deal with, but they turn around from you and immediately walk away, and then you immediately go flame them from behind, and it's like, oh, well, I guess that was easy. That was super easy. Like, it's really weird that they're set up that way. It's like, do you think they could have put up a little bit of a fight? Apparently not. Whatever.
Spyro, want
Oswin.
secret? Use the action button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Not much of a secret. I already, like, told you guys about it. But yep, pressing the action button or triangle does that. Oh. That's what he meant by the action button. Look, it's kind of hard to remember what's called the action button since the action button, triangle, doesn't do anything. Other than just look and slightly stop you from gliding. So it's kind of hard to remember all this, okay? So give me a break. But yeah, pressing triangle makes you stop in midair. So I guess you can use that for control or whatever, I don't know. Look, I'm not a rocket scientist, nor a dragon biologist, so lay off me. My only, like, source information on dragons comes from a fake documentary about them. Basically, this, like, fake documentary, what it did was, anyway, sorry, someone just posted something on Discord that I'm looking at, and it says, I'm stuck on the idea of a Charlie and Chocolate Factory stage in Mortal Kombat where an Oompa Loompa comes out of nowhere and sings when a fatality is done. Oompa Loompa doobity doo, he got a pet decapitated, how about you? There's a way to spin that better than I could, I guess. Oh man, hold up, I gotta respond to that, so give me a second, I gotta respond to this. Okay, sorry, I had to respond to that, and I tried my best. Basically I did like an Oompa Loompa song thing, like, you know, like, is this, wait, is this a skill point? Hold on. Let me check. Town Square. Stuck. Tense. What's this place called again? Dark Hollow. Okay, I'm guessing every world doesn't have one of these skill point things. Or at least Dark Hollow doesn't seem to have one for some reason. I don't know. I don't keep track of why they make these skill points. I think these were only specific to areas, I guess. Like, again, I'm not 100% sure because I don't know. Nor do I care to look this up. So keep that in mind. I will not look up whether or not these were originally in the original game or not. I'll figure that out as soon as I play Spyro 1 PS1. At some point. Not now, at some point in the future. So keep that in mind, folks. Although one of the skill points I expected to be like something like lit all the bonfires. Also, yeah, add in a Dark Souls joke here somewhere. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't keep track of the whole Dark Souls thing. Okay, that I call BS on that one. See? Just in case if you were wondering, like, yeah, see? The blue butterflies do heal sparks. Although, I didn't prove whether or not they could heal all the way to 100%, but whatever. It still counts semi. Anything else I'm missing? Before I release that dragon. Gesundheit? Or, excuse me, bless me, whatever you want to say. Okay, I guess I have to free the dragon. I was gonna check real quick whether I need to get these...
Big enemies like this Nork with the club cannot be charged.
Yeah, no doubt.
That should defeat them.
Yeah, I just did that, so, you know. Thanks for the info, but thanks anyway. Okay, they aren't here. Okay, I'm missing 3. Damn it. Okay. They've got to be here somewhere. Somewhere obvious. I dislike whenever this happens, like whenever I miss coins or miss gems in this case. It's always in the, like, back end corners of rooms or in small little nooks and crannies I didn't even, like, look into, like, really, like, dig myself into, that these, like, gems are usually hiding. It's like, oh, they were really right behind you all this time, or they're in this corner as long as you, like, glide around it with your character, like you scrape against the walls with your character and make sure you touch every single corner. I hate when that happens. But, okay, let me see where these gems are. I might skip ahead if I figure out that they're really, really hidden somewhere. Or maybe they're down here. Maybe I forgot to just look around here. Spyro, Sparks, can you help you out? No? Okay. Sparks has the ability to search out gems, but he doesn't have that ability right away. There we go. And there we go. Nasty Gnork. And fuck are you, Gnork? I hate when the gems are, like, literally littered that way. It's like, oh, they are really, really, really far down in certain places, or really technically well hidden. Well, not well hidden, just hidden from sight like that. I hate when that happens. Okay, hold up. Sorry about that. I cut out the part where I was just, you know, eating. I'm eating some chips. So I quickly wanted to just, you know, get that out of the way so that way you didn't hear me eating chips. There we go. Hold it. I gotcha. You see, look, my mood is starting to pick up now, ever since not playing the Speedway. Seriously. Seriously, I was in a very decent mood completing Stone Hill, even though the tulips started annoying me a bit, but whatever. And then I played, what do you call it? And then I played, Sunny Flight, and then, whoosh! My anger just skyrocketed like a bullet. I hate speedways in Spyro 1 at least. Spyro 2, I think they're handled a little bit better, slightly. I think they give you both a little bit more time and also, well, they actually have a destined flight that you can take that makes sense. Again, the way I went in the Sunny Flight way, like, you know, oh, some people say, oh, that's not the correct way to go about it. I know, because I've done it in a different way, but even then, it's like, oh, if you make one little mistake, you're fucked, and all that type of stuff. So, you know, it's here or there, whether or not it works or not. I gotta remember that, you know, like, edit out my eating, because I'm gonna forget that, aren't I? Fuck. I do like how anytime Spyro breathes fire, light can be seen from it. Like, oh, it's built making light, and you can see it on the front of his face. It's, like, so cool, and it makes shadows behind him. And up and down. There we go. Perfect landing. And as you can see, like I said before, all the stock animals that'll be able to give you butterflies are changed from from sheep to chickens to frogs. I just wanted to make sure that was clear, because I'm pretty sure in Stonehill it was all just sheep too, so whatever. Jesus. Grab them. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Another dragon gonna tell me how to glide from here to down there.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro.
Thanks.
Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
Yeah, I know. I know the right stick controls my camera. Oh, he dropped this thing. The left stick controls me. Also, the, what do you call it? Directional buttons, or the... I think the D-pad, if you want to call it that. The directional buttons also do that, too. Control me. But I'm using the analog stick because it's better controls, I guess, for me, at least. So keep that in mind. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to do this. That's kind of fun. Being able to ram into bulls head first and just seeing them do this. For some reason, the way they look, since they look shiny, they look like chicken, like, you know, chicken skin if it was cooked. It's like as if they're giant turkeys instead of bulls for some reason. Oh, these are special little box things that only appear in Spyro 1 for some reason. I don't know why these exist or what their purpose was for, but they exist. But real quick, yeah, all you have to do is breathe fire in them, and they release their gems there on top of them. But then you have to hit them again in order to get them. So they're weird. They're a weird sort of hybrid, like, chest thing that appears. I guess they're fine. I guess if you're okay with that type of stuff, I don't know. It just feels weird, but whatever. Let's get to you though, Mr. Devlin, the cake master. Hey, you can be an artisan by making food.
I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
Yes, someone already told me this. You could at least give me the cake instead. I would have preferred having that, honestly. Yeah, you ain't tricking me, Matador. Anyway, so yeah. Some of these dragons repeat information that you already know. At least some of them look different enough from the other dragons to make this a little bit worth it. Although later on, they really kind of reuse even the character models, so even then, that's going to be a little bit weird, or just not that interesting, or, you know, it's going to look a little bit weird, or just a little bit dumb, so, whatever. I'm not fully against it. Like, again, I know, it's going to be a little bit hard to redesign certain dragons and make new designs for some of the old dragons here and there. I knew there was a yellow one! Okay, so the yellow one was worth maybe 3, maybe it was worth 10. I did not see. Oh, damn it. Should have really looked. Real quick. And that's what exactly doing the whole long jump thing does for you. And we got another one of these thieves. And that's how you get them. Okay, I got the egg. I was like wondering, oh crap, did I not get the egg? Okay, good. But, well, like, usually whenever you do get the egg thieves, little cutscene plays where the egg magically flies into you. It's like, oh, it stops you in place and it just makes the egg go into you, so that way it showcases, oh yeah, you got the egg. You don't need to worry, and then it's just done. I have no idea, like, whether or not that's the case or not. It's like, does it play all the time? I'm not sure. It usually does for me, so. Like, I was a bit worried there. I was like, did I not get the egg? Oh, okay, thank God I did. Whew, that'd be kind of a dick move that the game would just glitch out at this particular moment for me. Whew. Hey, buddy! Thank you. And that's another skill point for me. Okay, 10. I knew yellows were worth 10s. It was either yellow or purples. Or usually there's a purple somewhere. I just don't remember where. Also, real quick to showcase this. Okay, I just wanted to showcase that. For some reason, these things exist to where, like, there's certain different chests, like the one I just showed you. If you breathe on it and jump towards the gem, you get it. And then there's that one where it's like you have to breathe into it to make it spin faster and faster. And then you know, just breathe into it until it's destroyed and get the gem. I don't honestly get that somewhat. It's kind of weird, but okay, whatever. In all honesty, it's just weird to me, I guess. It's like they have different chests and different things that give you gems here and there for no
Thank you for
big reason.
releasing me, Spyro. You can always check your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
Thanks. You had a jug of water for some reason. By the way, yeah, that's the thing, by the way, I want you to keep in mind for most of these worlds. Most of the worlds have an artisan sort of have a theme to them, at least Spyro 1, to where all the dragons are based off of the particular title of the world. Like, oh, the artisan's world, the dreamer world, the warrior world, something like that. I forgot what their specific names are. But yeah, the artisan's worlds are all based on characters or types of things that make art. Like the dragon with the tattoos. I'm guessing he's a tattoo artist, whatever. But also the guy that makes the cakes, he makes food, but he's an artist and sort of thing. There were a couple of painters in there. There are some people who make chiseled sculptures here and there. And I guess they're cooks, so technically those guys are artisans. I don't know, I think making food's an art, so whatever. Whatever you want to feel like, it counts. It counts. So keep that in mind, I guess. Certain worlds will have different types of people who look like different stuff, so keep that in check, I guess.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here?
Yeah.
He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run, run!
You look like you have nipples with those weird brownish things coming out of you. I have no idea what they are, either horns or just something. I don't know. Okay, how do I not have two of the gems? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Like, this is what I was talking about. It's like, as soon as you're almost done, you're like, oh, I think I got everything, and then all of a sudden tells you, no, you missed something. You're like, fuck! Oh, man, I hate when that happens. Okay, it's either up here or over around here somewhere. I'm gonna look for it real quick. This shouldn't take me too long, I hope. Heck, maybe I think I might have enough time for another level after this. Maybe. I don't know, it depends. Because in the last part, it was... Wait, okay, maybe not, actually. Maybe not, because I already completed some other stuff here and there. I hate when I don't look behind me sometimes. It's like, oh, you almost got it, just look around, and then I forget. Like, god dang it. Gosh dang it. Anyway, I think I'll just possibly end the episode off here. Let me check some things real quick. Okay, technically I have enough for a full episode. Though I'm not sure if I can finish the next level by itself in a few minutes, or whether or not I can actually do that in a minute, or... Like, I have no idea whether or not I can actually finish it or not, or whether or not it needs to be its own episode, because I don't think there's any other worlds after it. I could have saved the speed world for last, but I really didn't want to. So let's see, let me double check. Okay, I did that place, whatever it was called. I did Stone Hill. I did the Dark Hollows, I did Sunny Flight. Okay, so that's Sunset Place, whatever you want to call it. Stone Hill, Dark Hollow, Sunny Flight. So that's 3, 4 levels. Well, technically 4. Okay, so 4 levels, and there's a full life. Okay, so 4 levels, and there's another one I need to get to that's secretive because I needed to save the dragons first. Or at least enough dragons before they let me through. So that's 5. Okay, so there is 5 world. It's just... There we go. Toasty. I have no idea what this world is. I think it's a single world, I think, right? Okay, there's a gem missing in this place. Hold up. Hold up. Give me a minute to find it. Maybe this will be the time I find it. And then after that, I'll... Wait, was that it? Oh my god! Oh man, I'm so bad at this. Okay, you know what? I think, let me see what this type of level is real quick. Just to see, and then I'll determine whether or not I can finish it or not in one level or not. At least I have an even number of 900, because now I can no longer... Because I was kind of, like, getting a bit tired of seeing the 100 and the 99 number right there. Okay, yep, it's another platforming level, but I think this one's technically a boss level, somewhat. It's a boss level in the same vein as others that are boss levels. And gosh dang it, I forgot about the sheepdogs. And yes, that was a sheepdog, by the way. Or some type of dog. As you can see, they look like, Oh yes, I'm guessing this introduces certain enemies. Certain enemies now, for some reason, will now have a double attack sort of thing. Well, more like a double life bar now. Certain enemies will now require you to kill them or hit them more than once. The dogs, for example. For some reason, burning them only burns off their fur, and then afterwards you have to kill them directly. So, I don't know. It's a bit weird, but whatever works. It's fine, I guess. It brings up more challenge, I guess. Although I'm stupid, so, you know, I was taking damage from a lot of different things. So, you know what? I don't got anyone to blame but myself for these types of things. I don't know. Well, I can somewhat blame the things, but I guess I shouldn't. Anyway, I think there's only one dragon here, or maybe more. I forget. Anything?
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on! I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
And many sheep up his sleeve. And there's a reason for that, but I'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, this is technically the boss of this level. And by boss, I mean vague boss. Like seriously, the quote-unquote boss of the artisan level is this guy where you have to flame him like once or twice. No, make that 3 times! Make that 3 times. And then you just end the level. That's it. That's why I was thinking, like, should I include this? Because it's like, it's not too bad. It's just like everything else, like, that is around it. Because this boss has one of those, oh, I have minions with me sort of syndrome. It's like, I'm able to just basically beat you by having multiple enemies do the work for me. Which is smart. I'm not saying, like, oh, bosses that do that aren't smart. It's just that that can be a bit annoying that you have to deal with that. And yeah, by the way, yep, Toasty is just some weird sheep thing on stilts. He's got a cool fur pattern on him. Or with his, what do you call it? Whatever you want to call it. He has good hair, I guess. Burnt toast. Okay, well, that was the end of Toasty. That was literally just 3 hits and he was done. Look, I'm not saying most of the bosses in Spyro have to be, like, intelligent and all that, but still, it could have put up more of a fight, I guess. Well, that was literally it for Toasty. I just need to find the gems now because I forgot some of them, for Pete's sake. I keep doing this to myself. I keep forgetting the freaking gems. Or keep looking for gems. Dang it. Keep on doing that to myself. Okay, there's got to be either gems right behind me somewhere, or I forgot where, like somewhere hidden that I didn't look. Okay, careful, careful, you don't want to fall over. I don't want to make Spyro fall over like an idiot. Okay, careful, careful, careful. My game's lagging. Game's lagging on me. Like a fucking idiot. Okay. Okay, I need 11 more crystal. Oh, there we go. I was wondering, like, where am I supposed to go? Like, it's supposed to be easy. Where to go? Oh, God. Oh, God. I hate these dogs. I really do. These things have the potential to kill me more than Toasty did. Like, seriously. They killed me before Toasty ever could. Jesus. Okay, that's the end of the Artisan's World and Toasty. That wasn't really much of anything. Except for annoyance because I died to the dogs than Toasty. But let's just get out of here. I might as well end the episode off. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you